Hello friends, I am Dr. Harsha Suryavanshi, Assistant Professor from Sri Shivaji Law College, Parvani, Maharashtra. In this third video on suit by or against government, we will discuss other provisions of this special suit and Order 27 of the Code. When a suit is said to be against or by government, how the suit shall be instituted. If the suit is against the central government but not against the railway administration, then such suit shall be instituted by or as the name secretary to the government. In case of suit against central government relating to general railways, the suit shall be or the name of party shall be named as general manager. In case of state against the government of state of Jammu and Kashmir, the name of party shall appear as chief secretary or any other officer who is authorized to appear. In case of suit by or against state governments, the suit shall be nominated or the name of party shall appear as secretary to the state government or collector of the district, and in case of suit by or against public officer, then name of party shall appear as the name of public officer. What is the provision regarding section 81? Section 81 specially deals with suit where the suit is instituted against a public officer for act done in his official capacity. That means section 81 is applicable when defendant is a public officer and he is defendant for an act that was purported to be done in official capacity. Section 81 says that in suits against public officer for act done in official capacity, such public officer shall not be arrested or his property shall not be attached except under execution. That means his property can be attached or he can be arrested only when there is question of execution of decree and not otherwise. Similarly, if appearance of such public officer as a defendant is detrimental to public services, the court may exempt him from personal appearance. Now, how decree shall be executed in case of suit by or against government? Section 82 says that a decree shall be ordered to be executed only if the decree remains unsatisfied for 3 months from the date of decree. The provisions of section 82 are applicable to awards passed by tribunals or other judicial or quasi-judicial authorities. Execution shall be done only when decree or award is capable of execution. Now let us see provisions of Order 27. What are the rules? Rule 1 speaks about signing and verification of plaint or written statement. In case of a suit by or against government, the plaint or written statement shall be signed by the person who is authorized by the government. Similarly, the plaint or written statement shall be verified by the person who is acquainted with the facts of the case. Rule 2 says that persons who are authorized by the government to act on behalf of government shall be recognized as recognized agents of government. These persons can appear, act and make applications on behalf of government. In case of plaints in suits by or against government, the nomenclature shall be as per section 79. That means if it is a suit against central government, the name shall appear as Union of India, or if it is a suit against state government, then name of that state shall appear. For example, state of Bihar, state of Gujarat. What Rule 4 says, that government pleaders shall be considered as agents to receive summons or any process for the government. That means summons or any issues, any processes can be issued to the government pleader on behalf of government. Rule 5 says that while fixing day for appearance on behalf of government, sufficient time shall be given for appearance. The time necessary to communicate to the proper authority through proper channel and for receiving instructions to the government pleaders. However, this time shall not exceed for more than 2 months. According to Rule 5A, when a government can be joined as a party in suit against public officer. When a suit is instituted against a public officer for damages or other relief for act done in official capacity, the government shall be joined as a party to the suit. Rule 5B imposes duty on court in suits against the government or public officer to assist in arriving at a settlement. If at any stage of the suit it appears to the court that there is possibility of settlement between the parties, the court may adjourn the proceedings and make attempts to make such settlement effective. Rule 6 speaks about attendance of person. Rule 6 says that if the government pleader is not accompanied by any person on the part of government, then the court may direct attendance of such person. Rule 7 speaks about extension of time. When the court will extend time, when the defendant is a public officer and he considers it proper to make a reference to the government before answering the plaint, in such situation he may be given extended time so that he can make application to the court, to the government, and refer the matter to the government. Rule 8 deals with procedure in suits against public officers. In case of suits against public officer, that means where defendant is a public officer and if the government undertakes the defense of such public officer, in such situation it shall be considered as suit by or against government. In such case, the government pleader shall make application to take a note about this in the register of civil suits, and accordingly the court will register about the fact that the defense has been undertaken by government into the register. However, if the government does not undertake the defense, the suit between the plaintiff and public servant shall become an ordinary suit where both the parties shall be private parties and the public officer will not be able to claim the defenses of section 80 or provisions of order 27. Rule 8A speaks about security. Rule 8A says that in case of suit by or against government or public officer, security shall not be required to be taken. So these are the provisions regarding suit by or against government provided under Order 27. Thank you friends for watching the video. Thank you very much.